Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is your home for environmentally and socially sustainable, all-natural Bible study. Well, I think I'm just going to stick with all-natural Bible study this week, and I'll explain that here in just a minute. Today, and probably all this week, we're going to be recording right here in the Bible Bistro main dining room. So come on in and join me. There's plenty of seats here. We got lots of room in the Bible Bistro for you to come and join us. So let's read today Psalm 19, verses 1, 2, and 3. I teased you last week with this exciting preview of Psalm 19. Psalm 19 is absolutely wonderful, and we don't want to miss any part of it. We're going to do the whole psalm this week, so I'm going to read 3 verses today, the first 3 verses. So if you have your Bible, grab it, and let's jump in. I'm going to read my translation. Beginning in verse 1, the heavens recount the glory of God. The firmament declares the work of his hands. Day to day bubbles up speech. Night to night declares knowledge. There is no speech, and there are no words without their voice being heard. All right, that's verses 1, 2, and 3, Psalm 19. Now, we're looking at this psalm, and it begins with, of the choir master, a psalm of David. So we're right back with the choir master again. He's been on a little bit of a vacation, maybe just a weekend away. We come back to him here, and he has arranged this for musical use, but he tells us that this is a psalm of David. And we have the first 3 verses, the heavens recount the glory of God, and the firmament declares the work of his hands. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again, ad nauseum probably, as we study throughout the book of the Psalms. David and all of the psalmists that are recorded in the book of the Psalms are confirmed creationists. They tell us exactly what happened and how it happened, and here we have this declaration of the heavens as being a testimony to God himself. They declare something. Notice, the heavens recount the glory of God. The firmament declares the work of his hands. You go back to Genesis chapter 1, and you're going to read there the story of creation, and you have in the story of creation the making of the firmament. The firmament is that vault that divides between the waters above and the waters below. It's what we call heaven. And God made that. And then you have verse 2. Not only does it declare and recount the glory of God, but now notice that this is a daily event. Day to day bubbles up speech, and night to night declares knowledge. So during the day, it's speaking to us about God. In nighttime, we see the stars, the moon, and all of the creation of night, and we hear their declaration of God. You see, friends, creation declares what? It declares order. It declares stability. It declares a master plan, an intelligence. Because you look at the moon and the stars and the sun, look at the act of creation, look at a plant, and the intricacy and the design that's inherent in that plant. You don't see chaos, you see order. Just not too long ago, we had a total eclipse of the sun here in America, and it went from the northwest part of the country to the southeast part of the country, and several major cities were covered in total darkness. And do you know what? They can tell us when precisely that event is going to happen again. Does that speak of chaos, or does that speak of order? That we can know for a fact precisely when that'll happen again. We can know for a fact when the sun is going to rise every day. We can know for a fact where the stars are going to be in the sky every night. We can know for a fact what phase the moon is going to be in. Does that speak of chaos? No, it speaks of design. It speaks of order. And so all of these things are declaring God's goodness and his greatness and his glory. Well, join me tomorrow. We'll bubble up some more speech on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.